Today was a good team win. We went out there, played our hearts out for our fans, in front of our fans. Really emphasized the defensive end. They had a couple of really good shooters, really great players, and so pregame we really just focused on that, and I think we executed really well on the offensive end and the defensive end. So overall, it was a great team win.
Like Noah said, it was a great team win. Big team effort. Everybody played a huge role.
You say your own thing.
I think defensively we did a great job. Definitely on the defensive glass we did a great job just because last game it wasn't the greatest for us, but coming out and making sure that was a big emphasis for us was really big. So.
No. Okay, great. Okay.
I guess open up for questions.
At one point through the first 10 minutes of the first half, you guys had an 18-0 advantage in points in the paint. What was the reason why you were having so much success attacking the rim around?
I think they're really cautious about us shooting. Everybody on the court can shoot. So if they don't top block us, Jaxson's going to come off the screen and shoot it and make it. So it's really a lose-lose. So Ali was passing the rock really well. I think he had 8 assists. So when we play out of Ali, it's really fun because he can really pass the ball. But I think that's what it was. They were really top blocking us. So we kind of just exposed them with backdoors, late cuts, and things like that.
Were you surprised at all at how open some of the driving lines were on some of those possessions?
Not really. We kind of were expecting it because when you have shooters, like I said, like if they have a bottom, we're just gonna kick it to the corner, get a three. And you know BYU loves threes, so yeah.
Coach, were you surprised? Only 17 threes. I think that's by far a season.
Yeah. That's a credit to Texas. I mean, credit them. They had a game plan they were really committed to, and they said, we're not going to let you beat us the way that you want to beat us. And they really did an incredible job, better than anybody else that we faced so far in terms of being committed to that. And I was really proud of the way our guys responded. And Noah kind of got us kicked off, and then Jax had one of the great cuts he's made since he's been here at BYU, which I almost started tearing up. But that's our answer is what we have to do. And so they made us do something different, and the guys, did their best job trying to execute it. Super proud of them.
Mark, defensively, you're going to that 1-3-1 zone. I think it is a little more often than we've seen. Why is that, and why did you know that would work today?
Well, it kind of had mixed reviews a little bit. It's when you're doing change defense, we did a bunch of changing defense along with the 1-3-1, but we did a bunch of ball screen stuff, matchup stuff. But sometimes I wish it was more scientific than this. Sometimes you take the data and then you're like, hey, we're going to throw it out there and see what happens. And they kind of hurt us in the high post a little bit. But I thought it had it had some good function for us. And sometimes you're just trying to change the speed of the game. I mean, they came out and they blitzed us to start this game. Felt like they were never going to miss a shot. And our guys did a great job adjusting their rotations in man. And then our guys did a nice job with change-ups, including the tandem zone.
Coach, speaking of that, Tyrese starts the game. One of those guys hot, 3 of 3, doesn't miss.
Yep.
Second half, only 2 points. Was it throwing the different bodies at him? Jax, Dallin, Richie, or was the zone what worked today to shut him down?
They work so much through, guys, I'm going to say this correctly, Disu. Yes?
Yes.
They work so much through Disu. What a player he is. My gosh. And so I really did feel like our guys' rotations just got so much better. Like we started to understand, they put you in really, really uncomfortable spacing on the floor. And our guys got a better feel for it, and we're just better at getting to them. I thought the guys just did better.
Jaxson, with just that you guys have lost 2 in a row, you're heading out on the road for 2 tough games. How important was it to just have that sense of urgency and get this one?
It was huge. Like you said, we got 2 on the road. It's not easy to win on the road, especially in this league. So we got to make sure we come in ready to fight wherever we're at. And I'm really confident that this group is going to do it. So.
Coach Fu said 16 points in 17 minutes. Did you make his performance?
Yeah, I thought he was good, wasn't he? He was, I I thought he was super deliberate, and I thought he brought a real physicality to the game. And I'll credit a lot of that to Jaxson, Dallin also, the whole team, but especially Jaxson, Dallin, kind of working ball screens most often. Both those guys kind of gave him some functionality out of the short roll. I thought probably two of Foos's best plays the whole game were actually just assists out of the short roll. I thought he was brilliant, and it's kind of the way we try and attack two to the ball defense, which Texas is so good at. I thought he had a huge impact on the game. I thought he was really good. Came up with a huge block on Asmus, kind of in that stretch where we're just trying to make sure things were secure, and was certainly a force inside. In fact, Jax, we come to timeout, and Jax is advocating on his behalf. He's like, forget that play for me. We need to get the ball to Foos. And so when guys are coming in the huddle saying, hey, we need to go that direction, that he's having a huge impact on the game.
Jax, if I could follow up on that, just how nice was it to see Foos doing Foos things, I guess, for the first time in over a month, I think.
Man, we need him. Obviously, it showed in this game for sure. Like Coach said, we need him to be aggressive, and he looked just like that this game. He was making amazing passes out of the short roll, making sure he found the open teammate. He found Noah on the perimeter, and Noah knocked down a few shots. But like I said, we need him big time. Him and Ali and Atiki, all the bigs. We got a mixture of a lot of different things we can do with all three bigs, and we want to utilize their skills when we can. So
Noah made 7 shots. Jax made 8. I guarantee you they'll talk about that afterwards.
There's been a couple of games earlier in conference play where you guys struggled out the gate in the second half. Tonight, completely different story. You had a stretch over 8.5 minutes where you made 9 consecutive baskets that kind of put the game away. Do you feel like you've kind of turned a corner in terms of how you approach the second half and how you approach starting the second half?
Well, I'll let you go. You go.
I was going to say I don't think there's been much of a difference. I think we're always locked in. Things don't always go our way, but I think tonight we were really dialed in just in the aspect of defense, transition defense, defensive rebounding. That was our main focus, and it just led to more offensive points. Getting out, getting steals, blocks, being disruptive, and then just playing out of that, playing in transition.
That was 64%. You take that any day of the week, you're over 70 as a team for most of the game. Is that just indicative of the quality of shots you guys were getting?
I think it comes before the games. Everybody's always getting a lot of shots up before we play games. It's all the reps that we get up, and being a shooting team, sometimes we don't see it in the games, but that's not going to last for a long time, and we showed it today. So
The most important stat to me, guys, on this page, second most is the 16 turnovers, which we need to be better at. But the most important stat for us as a team, like Jack said, is the 41 points in the first half and the 31 in the second half. We've been a plus double-figure team in conference, giving up more points in the second half. And I was really proud of these guys because every single media timeout in the second half, that's all they wanted to talk about was what they were going to do on the defensive end, that they were going to win this game on the defensive end of the floor. And I thought they made an unbelievable effort to do it. That's going to be really important for us moving forward to see if we can replicate that. And it's coming from the guys, which is pretty powerful.
Coach, I feel
Last
like
you said that you guys, the way you shoot the three opens up other things. You can be potent in areas where maybe you're not much potent. Is tonight an example of that, just because 65% from the field is that you didn't know?
Yeah, and our guys are getting better at it also. This was our best night in terms of having, we have a couple guys on this team that are natural cutters. Richie Saunders, naturally a great cutter because he runs everywhere fast and he never stops, right? But to see the rest of our guys, like Noah was spectacular cutting today. And cutting takes a lot of energy and expertise and kind of a relentless effort. And Jax was great cutting to the ball and away from the ball. And we had so many guys that were punishing that way. That it's really important, and so everything, like we weren't great on the offensive glass tonight with only 8 offensive rebounds, but we only took 17 threes, and those kind of go hand in hand. And then our answer, is got to be, exploiting. These guys run offense a little bit different than everybody else in terms of the way that they approach it, And that's kind of the counter to taking away threes is then we have to be able to be functional the way these guys were, and they were special doing it tonight.
Mark, I don't know if you noticed that Sean Bradley was in the house.
Yeah.
It's his first game at BYU since
Yeah.
that accident.
Yeah.
He said he had tears in his eyes for
Yeah.
that ovation. What did it mean having him here, and
Yeah.
maybe the first of a few to come?
Sean's super special to me. I was a freshman at the University of Washington, living in the Northwest in absolute anonymity, trying to find my way through this game. And I told the guys this in the locker room afterwards. And I just randomly get this letter in the mail from Starr, who was coming back to be the number 2 pick in the NBA draft. And it was a 7-page letter. And I read it and reread it, and it just had so much meaning to me. Just the fact that he would reach out, it actually is super, like, it's in my heart. And then I was talking to Sean after the game, after I said that to the guys, and Sean, I didn't know this part of the story. Sean had received a very similar letter from Danny Ainge. And the reason that's important is I'm just excited for these guys to hear this, because the truth is that Jaxson know I have a chance to do that for so many people. Like, all I know is the experience I had getting that letter from Sean and reading over and over, and it just meant so much to me. And that's pretty cool, man. This legacy of BYU guys is pretty important, and it's pretty special to watch.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, if I can, Ty's going to be mad at me here, but I don't know. Are you guys reporting on this horns down T-shirt? Are you guys hearing this?
Yeah.
The T-shirt.
Yeah. And just know from our student, they were taken off before the game started, right? And from the Rock and from our players and from our student body, that's just not us. That's not how we roll. And it was just a miscalculation on just a couple eager kids. Which we love the eagerness of these fans, but it's not what we do here. So we love all 18,000 people in this gym. They were incredible tonight, and just so you know, that's not something that we're supporting. Okay.